ようこそいらっしゃいました。私は日本領事館、シカゴでの日本領事館の代表者です。ミネソタ州で。そして領事館の挨拶を伝えさせていただきます。この日本、アメリカの関係、またアメリカの真ん中に、そして有名なミシシッピ川のそばでの協同組合、おめでとうございます。My name is Miria Hansen. I serve as the representative of the Chicago Consulate of Japan. And I want to welcome you today and express greetings from the consulate for this monumental partnership between Japan and America in St. Paul, in the middle of America, and next to the famous Mississippi River. Thank you for coming today.
As the Honorary Consulate General to Japan, or of Japan, Miria's Japanese is significantly better than mine. Her English is also better than mine. My name is Louis Jamboy. I'm the president of the St. Paul Port Authority, and I'd like to welcome you all here today. This is a really special day for St. Paul. Matsuura Machinery USA is locating here in St. Paul, and it is a great day. They're locating here to better serve their customers in the U.S. market. They're here to improve their machine tool technology and productivity. They're going to, from this space, do importation, distribution, as well as training and technical support. But the coolest part about all of this is that Matsuura Machinery USA could have located any place in North America, but they didn't locate any place in North America. They located in St. Paul, Minnesota. And for that, we say thank you and welcome. Katie Clark-Sieben is our next speaker. Truly, the St. Paul Port Authority and economic development organizations everywhere would be able to do nothing without a strong Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. DEED has been a spectacular partner of the Port Authority through the years. We really couldn't do what we do without that organization, from assisting us on direct foreign investment, to assisting us with the cleanup of brownfields and business financing, helping us find great sites for companies. DEED is with the local economic development community every step of the way. Welcome, Katie.
Well, thank you, Louis, for those very kind words. And we have some of our DEED team here in the audience today, and I just congratulate them on their efforts. On behalf of Governor Mark Dayton, I want to welcome Matsuura Machinery to St. Paul and tell you how pleased we are that you chose St. Paul for the company's U.S. headquarters. While the governor was unable to attend, he is thrilled about the grand opening because Matsuura is the kind of innovative, growing company we strive to attract to our state. As Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development, I know it takes a lot of people to get a project like this done. In particular, I want to congratulate the St. Paul Port Authority and B. Kyle, Vice President of Business Development for the Authority, and the City of St. Paul for their persistence in encouraging Matsuura to open its doors here in St. Paul. It is fitting today to point out the strong ties between Japan and Minnesota. Today's event signifies another strong link in our shared history. In fact, our relationship goes back over a century, when Minnesota Railroad Baron James J. Hill established a shipping company with Japan as its destination. Since that time, Minnesota opened its first trade office nearly 30 years ago. Japan has been a prominent partner in exploring mutual benefits of trade. We've exchanged several trade delegations over the years. And former Vice President and proud Minnesotan Walter F. Mondale was the U.S. Ambassador to Japan from 1993 to 1996. We're thankful for these partnerships, and above all, the friendship. Welcoming Matsuura to Minnesota strengthens that bond. I understand Matsuura was willing to consider several states for its U.S. operations, and I just want to stress again that we are so grateful that you've selected St. Paul and Minnesota. We're so proud that a highly respected manufacturing company from Japan would choose us for its U.S. expansion. Manufacturing is an important industry that accounts for more than 300,000 jobs in Minnesota, roughly 1 in 9 jobs in the state. Matsuura is joining a great club that includes 3M, Medtronic, Polaris, Anderson Windows, and many other manufacturing firms that call Minnesota home. Not only will Matsuura's investment bring jobs to St. Paul, but it will help our economy to grow by providing business for supply chain partners in the region and attracting customers from around the country. Matsuura is the latest foreign company to establish operations in the state, and we're extremely pleased to have you in this beautiful building in St. Paul. Companies like yours are contributing to the resurgence of the Minnesota economy. On behalf of Governor Mark Dayton and the state of Minnesota, welcome to St. Paul and Minnesota. Thank you. And Matsuura-san, a gift for you from the state of Minnesota. Welcome.
Thank you very much. May I open it?
Yes, please. It's a book on the state of Minnesota. You're welcome. The gift is a book on the state of Minnesota with beautiful photographs from all over our great state. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Clark-Sieben. The next person is a person who really needs no introduction. I can tell you that his direction to me is always very simple and straightforward. It's Louis, just get it done. No excuses, just get it done. The Honorable Chris Coleman, Mayor of St. Paul.
Thank you, Louis. It's actually a two-part instruction. Get it done, and please don't call me. I appreciate your willingness. Mr. Matsuura, we graciously welcome you to the city of St. Paul. This is a really, really exciting day. When you walk into this beautiful facility and see this extremely high-tech equipment, I thought maybe these were a transporter where you walked into these machines and you got transported to another place or time because it's almost futuristic in looking at these things. But you realize that the decision that you have made to come here is one that it was not an easy one, I am sure, to make. It was not one that was made in haste. It was not one that was made without full knowledge of the environment that you were getting into. And I think that that's what this statement is today. That when St. Paul competes with any city across the country, we can compete and win because what we have to offer is as strong as any other city in this country, and I venture to say across the globe, that when St. Paul competes, St. Paul can win, and today we have evidence of that. I want to introduce a few folks that are here in the audience that have been strong supporters and participants in what our work has been here in the city and in the state. First of all is our incredible Secretary of State, Mark Ritchie. Mark, if you could stand, please. Mark is one of those folks that has a network of folks across the globe. You never know exactly who Mark is connected to, but you can assume that the Secretary of State knows somebody in any country that you need to do business in. We also have our two great council members who are members of our Port Authority. We have Council President Kathy Lantry. Kathy, if you could stand. And Councilmember Dan Bostrom, a long-term member of the Port Authority as well. We have our Planning and Economic Development Director, Cecile Bador. Cecile. And all of you. The important thing that Louis said was that Matsuura could have gone anywhere in the country, but they chose St. Paul. But what I want to say to Matsuura is that you will not regret the decision that you have made here. The partnership that you have with the Port Authority, the partnership that you have with the City of St. Paul, that you have with the state of Minnesota and our congressional delegation is a strong one. I've had an opportunity to go to other parts of the globe where we have seen the Minnesota brand, whether that was 3M or Ecolab or many of the other countries that have presence across the globe, and it has given me great pride. But I take great pride also that a manufacturing firm like Matsuura would choose to come to the city of St. Paul. That is a strong partnership. It is a strong testament to the quality that we have here and a strong belief in our future. It is absolutely critical for us in our economy to have a strong manufacturing sector. For too long, too many have said that manufacturing is dead in the United States of America. But today we lay proof to the fact that that is not the case. That manufacturing has a very, very strong future in the state of Minnesota and in the city of St. Paul, and that is incredibly important. So to Louis and your team, I say thank you and congratulations. This is a huge, huge victory. To Mr. Matsuura, I say welcome and thank you for your belief in the city of St. Paul. And on behalf of all the residents of the city, I say a gracious welcome and many, many years of a good future together. And with that, I have a couple of gifts I would like to present to you. Mickey's Diner. Iconic here. That one you can hang on your wall. This one you have to drink before you leave.
Really?
My favorite St. Paul product outside the Matsuura Machinery. Welcome and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Coleman. This is also one of my favorite St. Paul products. Well, it's time to introduce the guest of honor, the reason we're all here today. It is Katsu Matsuura.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm overwhelmed by the hospitality and the warm welcome you have provided today, this week, and throughout the process of our company moving here. This ceremony today reinforces my decision to locate our United States headquarters in St. Paul. Thank you for all that you have done to make this a positive experience for me, our company, and our leadership, and all of our U.S. employees. Thank you very much.
John Schwartz is the president of Matsuura Machinery USA. John Schwartz.
Good morning, everyone. Those of you who know me very well know I'm normally a very comfortable public speaker, but I have to admit I'm a little nervous this morning. Following a guy who doesn't even speak English as his first language is quite eloquent, and the mayor, I don't know if I like to be last. Louis, not to leave you out either.
No, that's quite right.
Also a very eloquent guy. Thank you, Louis, chamber people, honored guests, all of you who came literally tens of thousands of miles in some cases. I talked to a gentleman last night. It seems like he's there he is, Mr. Bloom, on a world-round trip, Germany and then Singapore or Taiwan, or I don't know exactly where he's been, but it's all over the world to be here today. Anyway, what a warm welcome. Being a Minnesota person, it doesn't really surprise me. We're known for our hospitality here, and I'm overwhelmed by the good wishes and the amount of help that we've had making this facility possible. We're, Louis, you and your team, B, who for me is really the face of the Port Authority. She's gone above and beyond the call. I know even B and Louis were taking our Japanese guys out, making them feel welcome in the city, taking them to wild games and other types of things. They've really gone over and above to make all of our team welcome here in the country. Thank you very much. The hearts, minds, and soul of this company is our people. Thank you very much.